winning. You know they hate it. Hold up. Fierce, fierce, she's fierce, 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 she's. Woo. That girl from a west side girl to a south side girl to a north side girl to a east side girl. She's fierce, fierce, she's fierce, fierce, fierce. You are now listening to the Fierce Female Network.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Fierce Female Network. I'm your host, Fierce Manson, and today is Wednesday, baby. Yes, we are going to work it out and wash it out. It is May 6th, Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. It is 6 p.m. on the Central Standard Time Zone and 7 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time Zone. You know what I'm going to say up in here. The Eastern Standard Time Zone is the time zone that rocks my socks off. Honey, you know I got to push it up to the ATL, to my home team. Must give a shout out to my team, Fierce Nation International, the hardest working team on the planet. They're based in Kenya, Zimbabwe, East and West Africa, UK, and Germany, and my honorary member in India, Karan Butani. So listen, I'm going to dig right into it. Continuing, this is part two, I should say, episode 2 of the mini-series Caregivers Protection. So I'm going to make this tip really easy and simple. A lot of times when we are caregiving, especially if you're a live-in caregiver and you're looking after someone, a lot of times you're not thinking with your financial wit. You'll see it's the name of the episode is Caregivers Protection. Keep your financial wit. A lot of times, you know, when you're in the thick of it and you're busy, you're not thinking of your financial wit. And what I mean by that, the person that's over everything may not be emotionally, I like to say emotionally invested in what's going on. But the caregiver, of course, is 100% all the time, around the clock, invested emotionally, and we're not always thinking about the finances because it just doesn't work like that. Your whole focus and concern is about the patient, is about the person. So listen, in this particular episode and this example, I want you to tap on the cover art. You're going to see a message. It's an email communication that was sent to me. And it talks about the rent being behind. So listen, when I was with that individual, of course, I was doing a lot of different things financially. And so one particular month, it was behind. And so she says, now this communication is coming from a registered nurse. No one in medicine should ever talk to a patient like this. And I know she didn't, but in the communication that she sent me, she says, and you can read it verbatim in the cover art, you'll see point upon point. It says, rent is past due. And then she says, I'm going to have to tell this person I'm going to take your rent money out of her account. Now, mind you, this person is suffering with dementia. When would you ever say something like that to a person with dementia? You know, you would not. You would think that the person wouldn't. But this is communication that I have been dealing with for over a course of a few years. A few years from this person. Now, we're talking about a registered nurse and a nurse practitioner, mind you. The person is giving me all kind of strange, weird communication. And she tells me, if you don't get your rent, quickly, I'm going to tell the person I'm going to take the rent money out of her account. Now, can you imagine what that is going to do to a person with dementia, what that's going to do to their mind? They're going to think that you're going to take money out of their account. Why would anyone make a communication? That is just ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. And so my reasoning for sharing this with you is so to let caregivers know, keep your financial wits about you. Keep your wits about you because you need to keep track of everything financial, even if you're doing things to help. For instance, if the person needs medicine, if they need aspirin, if they need Tylenol, if they need vitamins. Now, there was even one occasion when I was told not to even worry about supplement. This person was supposed to take supplements every single day. And the person, now mind you, this is a registered nurse, says to me, I'm not worried about the supplements, just give her high blood pressure medication. Now, in what world would you tell somebody that? You wouldn't say that. So listen, you got to keep your financial wits about you. And I'm going to make this really quick and to the point. So keep your wits about you. Take a look at the communication. You'll see word for word, nothing is altered. The only thing, of course, that is blacked out, you got to not mention a person's name. So of course we don't do that. We don't mention the person's name. So you'll read the communication. You'll see it word for word. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I'm talking about this now because this is over a year later since the person has passed away. And when you're a caregiver, it takes you a couple of years to get yourself together. It takes you a couple of years to get yourself together because you're not at yourself. You're not at yourself. And if anything, a nurse should know that and should understand that a person is not at their self. So listen, I finally woke up a little bit. It took a whole year, right? It took a whole year. And, mind you, my brother's been gone. It'll be 3 years in December. So that's a whole lot of stuff. That's a whole lot of stuff. So listen, guys, keep your financial wit about you. Mark everything down, money that you're spending. Make sure you're keeping accurate records. Every time you spend money for something, write it down. And so, I've always did keep a log of everything. Of course, in the bank, of course, kept records of everything. You got to have things backed up. So you'll have everything written out. Right? You have everything written out in your notebook and your journal. And of course, the bank, you have your bank statements that can back up everything that you're saying. So you're not flying off the cuff just saying things. So you've got records to back up what you're saying. So listen, I'm going to jump right into the music. And so remember, caregivers, keep your financial wit about you, because sometimes you've got to write mortgages. You got to write a check. So other situations, some people have to write out a check for the mortgage, right? You got to write out a check for insurance. There's a lot that's going on. And then you have to do co-pays for medication, doctor visits, eye appointments. You got a lot that's going on, and you're not thinking about down the road, what you've already spent, down the road. And so sometimes when everything is over, you're not getting recouped, right? So you're not getting recouped, and the person doesn't want to have any communication with you. They don't want to talk. This is what I experienced. They don't want to talk to you, no communication, and they're not concerned about what you came out of your pocket with. So keep your financial wit about you all the way from the beginning up until the end. Keep your financial wit about you, because you want to be able to have proof and documentation of everything that was done inside the home, okay? Because you don't want to get into a situation where that person says, well, I don't want to talk to you anymore. It's done. There's no reason for me to communicate. But guess what? You're out of money, right? So you're out of money. You've already spent money making sure that everything is maintained correctly in the right way, and then you're not being reimbursed for anything. That's not nice. So listen, caregivers, keep your financial wit about you. So I'm going to get into the music. Got some great music for you. This one is I Choose Happy. I choose happy.
I choose happy. Even when this life gets hard, I choose happy. Still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy. Even when emotions get scarred, don't let your problems change the person you are. I choose happy. Even when this life gets hard, I choose happy. Still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy. Even when emotions get scarred, don't let your problems change the person you are. See, I know I'm not the only one to live with the issue. Like when the person you in love with don't even miss you. Like when the job you really wanted don't even pick you. Or you trusted someone, then found out they wasn't with you. See, it's a long, hard journey, this thing called life. And that goes for the children, the husband, the wife, the cousin, the uncles. Ain't nobody excluded. That's why I wrote this song, to keep you grounded and rooted. Looking towards the future with your eyes on the prize. Know it's a blessing just to be here, cause many done died in 2020. Man, I swear that year was a beast. And I've been around since 74, a O to the G. To witness a lot of violence, so I speak peace. Seen so many ways they talent, so motivation I teach. And whoever I reach, I wish you nothing but good. So when they see you smiling, just make sure it's understood. I choose happy. Even when this life gets hard, I choose happy. Still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy. Even when emotions get scarred, don't let your problems change the person you are. I choose happy. Even when this life gets hard, I choose happy. Still Still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy, even when emotions get scarred. Don't let your problems change the person you are. Rent due, bills make it hard to keep up your head, but still you gotta find a way to make you some bread. And it's true, ain't always sunny, mostly cloudy instead, but you can make it, man. I said what I said. Just do away with your distractions, put a plan into action, go back to school if you gotta. Don't be afraid of them fractions. Start a business if you with it. It might take you a minute for your time, but if you grind, pretty soon you be winning. Relationships are tough, and in my humble opinion, gotta go back to the reason y'all fell in love in the beginning. Friendships be tricky, with family gotta be patient. Find yourself falling out behind miscommunication. Learn to show love even when you in a storm. Don't look down on other people, bruh, extend out your arm. Mentor a young and tell them the truth about your journey so they can choose to be happy, cause life's so uncertain. I choose happy, even when this life gets hard. I choose happy, still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy, even when emotions get scarred. Don't let your problems change the person you are. I choose happy, even when this life gets hard. I choose happy, still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy, even when emotions get scarred. Don't let your problems change the person you are. I choose to be happy, happy by choice, and I'm speaking to everyone under the sound of my voice. Want you to know I got love, so I want you to feel me. Nothing about my life is perfect, and it never will be. Not trying to start confession, but if that's what it takes, I done made a lot of dumb, crazy, stupid mistakes. Made it hard for myself, the road I had to climb. So I wish for your life to turn out better than mine. Learn to count your blessings and stop with the stress. You might not have all that you want, but there are many with less. Remember to love yourself, keep your confidence lifted, cause you the only one of you ever made in existence. Learn to stay in your lane, and if it's not helping you grow or putting food on your table, then let it go, let it go. And that's for sure. So I wish y'all nothing but the best. I hope you choose happiness. I choose happy, even when this life gets hard. I choose happy, still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy, even when emotions get scarred. Don't let your problems change the person you are. I choose happy, even when this life gets hard. I choose happy, still I keep my faith in God. I choose happy, even when emotions get scarred. Don't let your problems change the person you are.
All right. Don't let life change the person that you are. You got to choose happy all up in here. So listen, I got to get up out of here. It's been a Stone Cold Blast. As always, it is peace, love, and soul.
You know